Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Crafty Saturday. My name's Michelle Irene, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today is a special treat. I took a poll on my Facebook page, and I asked, what did everybody want to see this morning? And I gave two choices. We were either going to make Valentine's treat bags or do a one-sheet wonder. And the overwhelming, like 100% majority said, let's do a one-sheet wonder. So that's what we're doing today. This is not it. I don't know how that got there. Sorry, that's for team meeting tomorrow. We're going to be using the Needlepoint Nook Designer Series paper along with the needle and thread stamp set. Okay, so if you are watching, will you just give me a thumbs up so I know that I've got people out there? Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Crystal. Oh, it's good to see you. Everybody who leaves a comment or likes my Facebook page or goes out to my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com will be entered into this week's prize patrol. Now, prize patrols are mailed out at the end of the month, okay? It's so much easier for me to keep track of everybody and keep track of everything. If you did not receive your January prize patrol, please IM me and I will rectify that right away. All right. Oh, good morning, Janice. Good morning, Janice. It is a cloudy morning. So the last 2 days here in North Carolina have been in the low 80s, high 70s. This morning, I got a snow alert on my phone. It said light snow showers could be expected around 8 o'clock this morning. So that's how drastic the temperature has changed. Welcome to winter, spring, whatever it is. It's crazy and nobody knows how to dress around here. So I've got a few people on here and I'm going to get started. So we're not making upside down cards today, sorry. So these are the cards that I made on Thursday night after I did my poll. And again, this paper is very cool. It looks like ribbon embroidery flowers. And I just love that because I used to do ribbon embroidery. So I thought this was really cool. Mine were never quite so beautiful, never quite as tight as that. But these are cool. Now, this morning, not knowing that today was going to be so dreary, I chose another piece of cardstock. This to me is a cheerier print and it shows up better on camera. So this is the one we're going to use. And on the flip side it has some like stitching stripes, which is really pretty. So you can decide whatever piece you want to use. If you're crafting along with me, you're going to need 8 card bases. Basically we're making 8 cards. I've got my little stack of pre-cut paper, so I've got my white Whisper White card bases. I have crushed curry and Poppy Parade layers. I have some Whisper White layers, and then I have some strips cut in crushed curry and Poppy Parade, as well as some Whisper White ones for our sentiments. And when I was cutting this morning, my brain automatically went to McDonald's French fries. I don't know why, but it kind of looked like the French fry boxes. All right. Good morning, Miss Sarah Mitchell. It's good to see you this morning. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is take our Stampin' trimmer, and I'm going to open up that arm. Oops. And we're going to cut strips at 3 3/4. Okay? So I want you to cut, if you're crafting along with me at home, we're going to make 3 cuts at 3 3/4. Okay? Are you ready? Don't be afraid to cut your paper. There's 1, nice and neat. There's 2, and there's 3. Okay, now we have this one little strip left. Will you please set that aside? We'll use it in a little while. Now we're going to cut each of these strips into 5-inch rectangles. Okay, so turn it horizontally. I'll move that down so you can see. And we're just going to cut, whoops, that's my scoring blade, sorry. Woo. Okay, at 5 inches. So you're going to end up with 6 full panels of 5 by 3 3/4. Now, all of my measurements will be over on my blog, okay? So don't worry, you don't have to write anything down. It'll all be out there for you later. So 5 inches. And I'm just going to cut all of this first. Oops, 5. Okay, so I should have 6 of these if I measured correctly. Now, this piece measures, I want to stick it over here, line it up, right at 1 inch and 7/8, which is perfect. We're going to take this and cut this again in, whoops, hold on. I'm looking at my notes. That's not right. Five inches again. Okay, sorry about that. I had to confer with my notes. So I have 1, 2 strips that are 5 by about 1 or 7/8 of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to put those over here, and then you know these 3 little strips that I had left from when I cut my 5 or my 6 panels. Can you do me a favor? So these measure 2 inches, and I would like you to cut those into 1-inch rectangles, and you'll have 6 of these as well. Last night, my friend Shirley had us over for a kit night, and we had so much fun. There were about 10 of us, and we got together in her house, and we made cards, and we had delicious, yummy food, and I had met some of the nicest ladies. Just absolutely, I felt like we were old friends. It was amazing. We had such a good time. All right, I've got all of my pieces cut. This piece right here is the only piece we're not going to use. Now, some of you will be able to find a use for that, but I'm going to say it's my sacrifice to the paper, and I'm just going to set it aside. All right, are you ready to start crafting with me? I'm going to get my snail. And I need a refill. So I grabbed one. Good morning, Leslie Tylis. It is so good to see you this morning. Leslie sent me the funniest card, and I told her it was going to be on my blog yesterday, but it wasn't. I'm saving it for today. I'm going to put it up on my blog today along with everything. She sent me 2 cards this week, and both absolutely beautiful. You have to just see. They're stunning. All right. So I'm going to take my Poppy Parade and Crushed Curry card bases, and I'm going to take my large 5 by 3 3/4 rectangles, and I'm just going to adhere them on here. Okay, so I know you've seen this done before, but give me a second. And I'm going to grab my glasses. Look what I found on my glasses this morning. I saved it for you. Right? How many of you get rhinestones or everything all over? I've like bedazzled my glasses with gold metallic beads or pearls. Okay, so just make your, whoops, your layers. And this is really nice and simple. This is a 1/8 inch border, so get it. Whoops, there's 2 there. I love Snail. Anyways, to go to Shirley's house, I drove 2 hours last night. Very special people, and we had a great time. I got home, it was about 11:30. I grabbed a quick snack out of the fridge and went straight to bed. I didn't even empty my car. So that's waiting for me this morning when I'm done. Okay, so I'm just going to alternate paper. And I chose two coordinating colors. These colors are found in the Needlepoint Nook Designer Series paper, and I thought it would just add a little variety. But again, I'm never going to be able to use Poppy Parade and Crushed Curry again without thinking of McDonald's. Okay. So I should have 6, and these 2 were extra. So I'll put that over in my extra stack. Then let's take, oh, they're not extra. Good morning, Michelle. It's so good to see you. These white bases are going to go onto here. So you have, oh, I cut those the wrong size. I did. Whoops. Okay, so this should be 3 3/4. Sorry about that. Give me just a second. By 5. And I need one more. Okay, sorry about that. That'll make much more sense. Okay, so back to my snail. Okay, super. I want to set these aside and let's come back here and we're going to make some sentiments. And again, I said I was using the Needle and Thread stamp set. I have my Memento black ink. I have crushed curry. and Poppy Parade. Now, I know that my Crushed Curry stamp set needs re-inked, so I was going to do that on camera with you because some of you have said that you're a little intimidated for re-inking. I'm going to turn the sound off on my computer. Sorry about that. Okay, a little intimidated by re-inking your ink pads, and I just want to show you how super simple this can be. I'm just going to take my Crushed Curry and go back and forth a few times, and I'm going to go the opposite direction. Okay. And I like to add just a little bit at a time. I know that this isn't super dry, and you're going to see those lines, but that just means that it's a little saturated in that area. You can take your bone folder, or you can take the back of a plastic spoon and just kind of smoosh it around. But for right now, I'm just going to let it go. And I don't need that. Oh, look what I did. Right away. So I'm going to close it and let it absorb for just a minute. I've got my chamois that we used last night. So I have some long white strips, and I'm going to stamp sentiments in Memento black ink. And I like the black ink for sentiments because it really makes them stand out no matter what your print. And I re-inked all of these last night, so these should be okay. We were laughing because I have 6 of these. They have to be my favorite color to take to a class. So I have Get Well Soon. I'm going to give it a try. And Thank You. This one I absolutely love. I could make a whole bunch of cards with this friend stamp. Ooh, I'm going to turn that one over. Much better. There's 3. What else do I have? Happiest Birthdays to You. Okay. Now, long strips. And their layers. And I'm going to use these short, small sentiments here, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, then if I have red, I want a red card base. And I'm going to angle this like so. So I'm going to add some Snail along the back. I'm just going to angle that there. Then I'm going to take my snips and cut off the extra. Oops. How cool is that? Doesn't that look nice? So I've got 3 of those, so let's do the rest of those. Oh, that's cheery for a get well card, isn't it? That's really nice. Okay, and you can use your Stampin' trimmer on this. I didn't want to get adhesive on my blade, and these, you can see, they have my black washi tape on it, so that tells me that these are okay if they get a little adhesive. They're my older snips. Oh, and a nice cheery crushed curry, thank you. Okay, now those three are going to be put right on our Whisper White card bases. If you are crafting along at home with me, good morning, Britton, it's good to see you. If Leslie, I'm using the needle and thread stamp set. How cheerful, right? I think that's just beautiful. If you are crafting along with me at home, I think it would be great if you posted some pictures later on down below or on my blog of what you're making. I'd love to see it. Okay, and a get well soon card. And if you're not crafting along with me right now, you know, the weekend is a great time for crafting, all right? So I've got 3 of our 8 done. Love that side angle, don't you? I think that's very, very cool. Now these, I have some longer sentiments, like this happy birthday, and I'm actually going to take some smaller strips that I've already cut. And I keep wanting to call them sentence strips. You know, I'm a Montessori teacher, and we use sentence strips all the time in grammar. So every time I have these little labels, they look just like sentence strips I would prepare for my students. So here's another get well soon. And you notice I'm using my piercing mat because this is a photopolymer stamp set. And I'm going to re-stamp on a smaller strip the happy birthday or happiest birthday to you. Oops, that's a little off center. Can we do it again? Sure. And then this one says, sending you happiness and love. And it really does fit on that strip. So I'm going to move it a little closer so that I can see it. I hope my hair isn't in the camera. Okay. And you know what? Let's spiffy that up a little bit. I'm going to grab Balmy Blue off of my shelf, and this set has some really cute little butterflies, and they just make me happy. So I'm going to add some little butterflies over here. And on my Get Well Soon card, because it just, I think it'll brighten someone's day, don't you? To get some pretty little blue butterflies. Voila, those are a little wonky. They're flying in the springtime, I guess. Okay, close this up. move those out of the way because I know I'll get my fingers in it. Then I have some small coordinating layers, and let's put this one on my yellow, my crushed curry. And these we'll put on Poppy Parade. I have to see which one I like better. Okay. Oh, my eye's watering this morning. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I think I'm sleepy. Then we're just going to put these across our cards. And I'm going to put this one down here. On this one I might do a little more towards the center. And here's a Get Well Soon. I kind of like that one centered too. Good morning, Gordy. It's good to see you. All right, these are going to go right on our card bases, my friends. Look at this. We're just zooming right along. One, two. Helen, you can't make any cards. Oh, that, my friend, would be very difficult. And you make beautiful cards. So that must be very challenging for you. Having something to do with my hands, it has saved me so many times. It helps me when I'm happy. It helps me when I'm sad. It helps me when I'm having challenges. All right, so let's take those 6 cards back because we're not quite finished. I really liked those little blue butterflies. So I know, look, I'm going to live on the edge today because I don't like to stamp after I get something on a card. But can we add some? All right? Okay, ready? We're going to say those magic words and hope it works. Michelle is great. Michelle is great. Michelle is great. Oh, it worked. Ha-ha, yay. Okay. I don't think I have room on that one. Oh, I shouldn't throw that over there yet. And this one has them, and this one has them. Oh, the thank you card needs some. Angle it. Michelle is great. Michelle is great. Michelle is great. Oh, this is fun. You should have these little butterflies. They will add so much happiness to your life. Okay, and I know that there's room on this one. How cool. Someone is going to get these cards with these little blue, pink, I said blue, but it is blue, not pink. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, they're blue. Now, you know those little bitty 1-inch strips that you cut for me? We're going to add them to the inside of our card. That's right. We're going to decorate the inside. How fun. So you can write your sentiment or your little note to your friends or family, and they're going to open it up and see just this little pop of color right on the inside of these cards. And I think it'll be beautiful. Now, the last 2 cards have a little more stamping, okay? Because these were quick. These were kind of simple. We've made 6 cards in about, 20 minutes. Just bear with me for a few more minutes, and we're going to stamp a little bit more, okay? So, I have these. Remember, I put them on my card bases already. And I'm going to take my crushed curry that I re-inked a little bit. And in the stamp set, there's this really cool, it looks like a stitching design. And it's really pretty. And chamois. I got a little on the edge. I'll wipe it off on my chamois. That's why I like to test things first. Okay. Now this stitching I'm going to pop right down here on the bottom right corner. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna, that was in crushed curry. Then I'm going to grab my chamois again. Give that a quick clean. And here's Poppy Parade. And we're going to do the stitching in Poppy Parade, only this time, because that's such a dark color, let's stamp it off one time first, and then just use the residual. See, that's still plenty dark, okay? I think that'll be perfect. The sentiment now is going to be in Memento Black, and I think this is my favorite sentiment in the whole stamp set. It says, "People like you make the world a better place." And I'm going to ink it up nice. And I'm going to stamp it right over my stitching. And that's a little crooked, but don't tell anyone, okay? Now I have these two strips, and I'm going to put one on Poppy Parade and one on crushed curry, like so. Do you have any fun plans this weekend? I am going to go to Cirque du Soleil with my parents this afternoon. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. I hope I can stay awake. Okay. Then these are going to go along the edge of the card. And remember those little blue butterflies? We need some more because we've got a lot of white space here. And you can just add a little, oh, you know, I should know what the collective noun is for butterflies. I'm going to say a flock, but I don't think that's right. All right, can someone look that up for me and tell me what a collective is for butterflies? That's something I'll bet Ann Olson would know, but Ann is not online right now. Good morning, Melissa. It's good to see you today. Okay, happy little butterflies. I sound like Bob Ross. Okay, and then we're going to add them to our card bases. I think that's a little plain, don't you? You thought I was going to go a whole day without embellishments. Not possible. Okay, so I've got some, oh, what is this? Cotton ribbon, real red, 3/8 inch cotton ribbon. And I'm going to tie a bow. Oh, it's real red, not Poppy Parade. Oh. Hold on, I have a solution. You know what? This is Daffodil Delight, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. And this is fun. This is cheery. It has X's and O's or... No, it's stitching. Oh, it'll be perfect because it kind of goes along. All right, so let's make that smaller. You know, crafting with you guys online, it's just like you're in my studio. It's very cool. Oh, yeah. And I have some glue dots. I know they're there. They're there. And I'm just going to add that little bow right there. I want to see if this can be used. I think it'll be fine, don't you? I'm going to say it's going to be fine. I know some of you out there wouldn't do this, and that's okay. And sometimes I probably wouldn't either. But you don't want to wait for me to go hunt through all my ribbon. Grab one more glue dot. There we go. And add it there. We're done. How was that? 8 cards in about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. That's not too bad. So, again, I've got 2 like this. And then I have 6 using full panels and some very nice but simple labels that we used. We did use the needle and thread stamp set. We used Poppy Parade, Crushed Curry, Balmy Blue, and Memento ink. And we used the Needlepoint Nook Designer Series paper. So I am so very glad that you came and joined me this morning. I hope you have fun creating and crafting with my One Sheet Wonder. This is a great project, and I think I'm going to run a One Sheet Wonder every month on Facebook. On Crafty Saturday. They're a lot of fun, and you get a lot of use out of your designer series paper, and maybe you'll pick up some stamp sets you haven't used for a while to create our sentiments. Please leave me a comment, like my page, go out, leave me a comment on the blog. I'd really love it if you posted some cards that you made with this particular One Sheet Wonder, and the dimensions, like I said, will be on my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. Until then, I will see you next weekend right here, 9 a.m. And if you have any questions, please give me a shout out and comment, or feel free to IM me. All right, I'm going to go get ready for Cirque du Soleil. I will see everybody next week. Take care. Bye-bye.